What's up, y'all? I'm Fawn. I'm FaunAndGames. That's who I am. I'm running this show over here. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Free RPG Day. I'm Price. I'm joined by a bunch of wonderful people who are going to say hello in a second. But first, let me go ahead and say a little spiel about what we're doing today. So we are raising some money for Doctors Without Borders here on Free RPG Day. So if y'all want to, the first thing you can do is you can hit !RPG in chat, and I'll bring up the link for Free RPG Day for you. So that's going on right now all over the place, bunch of different stores. So if you go there, you can find a place nearby where you can go take advantage of this wonderful, wonderful thing. Like I said, we're raising money for Doctors Without Borders. If you don't know about Doctors Without Borders, they're incredible. They go all over the world providing medical care, food, clean water, everything that people could possibly need in places that need it more than anything. I personally have worked with Doctors Without Borders a ton over on the Stump channel, so we love raising money for them. And so I'm super happy to be able to do that again over here. I should have worn my swag. I have a sweater and stuff. I should have worn it. So if y'all want to, you should donate. So hit that !donate in chat, and that'll bring up the link. While we're RPGing, we've got some fun little rewards that y'all can go for. Let's see, I don't have the specific numbers on the list right now, but I'm sure that can be made available. But basically, if y'all donate different amounts, you can make it so that the next roll is going to be an advantage. You can make it the next one's going to be a disadvantage. You can pick a specific advantage that you want to give to somebody in some situation. And then if we hit a certain mark, y'all can give us a pet to join in on the adventure. So y'all should do that. All right.
You already got
Bring
pet.
a whole bunch of adorable little kitties around. Look at that. We got a pet on screen right now.
It's butt scritches time. Gotta have the booty in the phase.
And it's a very appropriate critter to show up because today we are going to be playing Dungeons and Kittens. So I think with that, that's our spiel on the intro. Let's go ahead and let's jump on in. So hi, I'm Price. I'm with Stumped Gamers. We're over here on Twitch all the time. We're over on YouTube all the time. There's a whole bunch of us. We have a ton of fun playing all different kinds of group games. That is a cat's butt right up on your face there. No. So let's go ahead and do some intros with everybody. We'll have character introductions later. So right now, let's just go ahead and have y'all introduce your wonderful selves as to who you are. Let's start with Jenny. Why don't you go ahead and say what's up?
Yeah, hey everybody. I'm so excited to be here. I am a streamer that's currently on hiatus but coming back soon, but you can find my content over on YouTube. I also am part of the Wholesome Games team, so really excited because we've got our showcase coming up. And I really love all kinds of games, not just wholesome ones. And I have one cat. He's a big orange boy named Scrambles, and he will not be showing his butt here because he is banished, so we can play without him stepping on my computer.
All right. Let's pass it on off to Gnome.
Yeah, hey everyone. I am Gnome. My pronouns are he, him. And I don't know, used to be a streamer and I'm probably coming back, but just haven't figured out my schedule yet for that because I'm on a MacBook now and things are different when you're on a Mac. But I do a lot of like stationery and RPG things with a club that I run called Cozy Stationery Friends Club. And we play a lot of like solo and TTRPGs, so it's a lot of fun over there. Very excited to play with all of y'all today and play cats. The butt that you saw, that was James. That's my boy. He is very orange boy.
Does he have orange energy?
He's very orange energy. He recharges by being held upside down. Yep.
So cute.
Oh, they're so silly. They're so silly. All right. Val, how about you go now?
Oh, me. Hi. I always forget who I am every time someone asks me to do an intro. But I'm Val or Space Smokers. My pronouns are she, they. I am a part-time streamer right now because I have chronic fatigue and pain and stuff, and I'm doing college at the same time. Everything is going great. You can find me on Twitch at least once a week. So I'm here.
And finally, let's pass it off to Dave.
Hey everybody, I'm Data Dave. Twitch Partner Ambassador. Excited to play today. And the way I forgot every single question we have. I have a cat.
The most important one.
Exactly. But, I play Pokemon and a variety of games. You can catch me, Tuesdays through Saturdays mostly, so I'm around.
So everybody in chat, be sure to go follow everybody. And with all of that, I guess I should also say I have 2 cats. All right. Archer is the orange one. Lana is the other tabby. And she's a butthead and he's a butthead. And they're my favorite little buttheads. Okay. Well, then why don't we go ahead and get started with Dungeons and Kittens. Okay. So just to give you all a rundown on what Dungeons and Kittens is before we get actually playing. It's a lighthearted adventure RPG. You play as cats or kittens who are, talking, walking cats and kittens that you call animals rather than beasts, which are creatures that still walk on all fours and they don't speak. And you exist within a sort of post-apocalyptic world in which nature has kind of retaken over our world, and I think referred to as the tall, hairless big butts no longer seem to be around, or at least they're spoken of in whispers. And in the system, it really focuses on wanting to be working together and having a kind of nice, lighthearted, fun, positive adventure. And the system itself is a D6 system. It's very simple. You roll dice, you try and match or go below your ability score. It's all D6s. And by keeping it simple, it allows for a lot of flexibility. So I'm really excited to be able to play this campaign to kind of just be able to kind of have fun as silly little kittens and cats. So with that, why don't we go ahead and get started in this world where we begin in Cat Tree City. All right. A giant towering cat tree that goes up into the sky, hundreds of stories tall, the massive cat tree. And ruling over Cat Tree City is Walter, the orange cat. He is kind of a butthead. Walter is rude. And he's very fickle in what he wants and what he likes. And he has this policy that from time to time, he likes to expel the young cats out into the world in order to go and find him shiny, wonderful things. And also to kind of keep everybody, obeying his rule, as it were. So we find ourselves today at a ceremony that everyone in town would be familiar with, and it's kind of a somber affair. Not everybody's excited about it. Some people are excited about it, but not everybody's excited about it. When I say people, I mean cats. And our 4 intrepid adventurers happen to be young kittens who are finally at that age where they're going out into the world, and Walter is making sure to kick their butts out the door. So with that, I want to go ahead and we're going to do our first roll of the game, and it's not going to be against an ability score. This one is just roll a d6 and tell me your numbers, and that's going to be in order of some things.
That's a 2 for me.
Okay.
That's going great so far.
Right.
Let's
I got a
see.
5.
I also
1.
I got a 2.
Okay. And Noam, you got a 1?
Yeah.
It's a great sign.
I know, right?
Luckily, there's no negatives on this one. So in this open park area, there are dozens of cats watching from outside of the courtyard area, and then all of the cats that are y'all's age are kind of gathering in the center here. And the first one to gather would be, Jenny, what's your character's name?
Caramel.
What is it?
Caramel.
Caramel. So Caramel was quite punctual, got there on time. And so Caramel actually got the sunny spot. There was one spot where through the trees, the most perfect sunbeam lands. And so Caramel's got that warmth going on. So with that, Carmel, why don't you give us a description of your character, your background, everything like that as you bask in the sunlight?
Well, it's kind of perfect that Carmel got the sunny spot because Carmel is a very sort of well to do, lofty kitty who loves the finer things in life. She loves shiny things and trinkets. So while she's not entirely excited to be getting kicked out of the kingdom to go on this adventure, she does very much like the idea of being able to add to her collection because any chance she gets to stash any wayward loose items, she will definitely take it. Yeah, she's a soft cat. She wants to be treated very nicely.
The finer things.
Yes.
All right. Then shortly thereafter, you are met by your friends Val and Dave at the same time. So why don't y'all both describe your cats, your background, and everything like that. Val, why don't you start? And yeah.
Okay. So I am basically a kitty named Pizzaroni. Pronouns are they, them. They're a delight, a gremlin. They will steal from you, especially if you have something shiny. And they're very reckless. And they just they're good at blending in, but then taking all your stuff. It's fine. Don't worry about it. They mean well on some level.
All right. Well, for me, I'm Dave, and I'm playing Shuri, and my character cat. Yeah, they've been waiting to be outside all day. It was like, this kingdom has been nice, but I wish I could go outside. Oh, there's an opportunity. Yeah, we're not a house cat anymore. So they're just excited to be out and about and to mess with anything they can.
Okay, I like that. Then last, coming in late, all the other cats have kind of moved in, and you've got, excuse me, pardon me, kind of coming through the group. We have Gnome. Why don't you tell us about your character, Gnome?
Yeah, so I'm going to be playing Bobo, whose pronouns are he, him, and he is a chunk of a cat. He's very round and very large, and the reason that he is a little bit late or on the last to arrive is he, big boy, big backpack. Because apparently in my random assortment of things, he carries a big black cauldron for some reason. So imagine a cat with a big backpack with a bulge in it. Like, it is, you just hear things clinking and clinking all the time in this thing. Yeah.
All right. So you roll up next to your friends, and y'all are all there. You're jealous of Carmel's warmth, of course. All of y'all kind of are looking a little bit like, oh, of course, Carmel got that first. So as y'all kind of catch up and say hello, then you suddenly hear the booming voice of Walter from his little throne that has been carried out by 4 other cats. And Walter is a big cat, all right? Walter is the largest cat in the kingdom. And so, his giant orange self kind of comes into view, and he gives his proclamation. Hold on. They have text in here that is silly. Okay. My dear loyal subjects, the education of kittens is of the big most importance to me. That is why I have invitationed some of them to get lost in the vast world outside and to bring it back to me. I mean us, the juicy fruit of their adventures, the shiniest of shinies. So, off you pop, and good luck, my subjects. You'll need it. And don't bother ever coming back unless you have the most fantabulous treasure to give to your utterly fantabulous ruler, me. I mean us, to give to us, the people. And very quickly, right after this speech, with no ceremony, all of these guard cats start to walk in your direction, holding their spikes, which happen to be sticks that have little feathers hanging off of the end, but they're very threatening. and they start kind of marching you towards the gate. In particular, there are 3 that have come towards all of y'all, who you recognize as Salt, Pepper, and Paprika. And they're known to be rather harsh guards. And so they come up to you. Pepper says, well, 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 if it isn't our little friends, look at you all grown up, ready to get kicked out of the nest. So, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. Which way you want to do it? And now, each of you has to make a decision on how you want to avoid or engage with Salt and Pepper and Paprika on getting your butts out of here. Because you know that if you don't do anything, you're going to get smacked on the butt or something along those lines. And you don't want that happening. So now I leave it to y'all. What are your creative ways that you want to deal with this?
I mean, Carmel does not want to get smacked in the butt. She is too dignified for that kind of treatment. So I would love to just, excuse me, guards. What's the rush? We're all moving. Just let us stretch a little bit. Just get one little moment in the sun and then we'll make our way out. Just, I want to coax them a little bit just to let us take our time.
Okay. And with that, I would say you should roll a cute roll for that one. And we seem to have gotten an advantage in chat. Someone has donated to give us an advantage. So you can roll with advantage there, which means you get to roll 4d6.
4. Okay.
Yeah. And you just need to get one that matches or goes below your score for cute.
Okay. I've got 4, 5, 3, 3. And let me look at my cute score, which is 2. So I have soared through, I think.
No, wait, no, what did you get? You got a 4, 5, and a 3?
I got a 4, 5, a 3, and a 3.
Now you see, you want less than.
Oh, I want less.
You want less than.
My cuteness didn't work. It's an off day.
So Salt chimes in. Now there, Carmel. You know that don't work on us. You've talked to me enough times that I know exactly what you're trying to do. So you need to scoot your butt on out of that sunshine and get right out the door. And so Salt kind of comes over, holding the feathery stick up in the air, ready to swat at you. What do the rest of y'all do?
In Pizza Road, if you try to take the feather, just play with it.
You try to play with it? You just get... Yeah. Okay.
Fully distracting.
Okay. Then I would say for that one, we're going to call that, if you're trying to distract, we'll call that a smart roll. That sounds like a clever
Let's say that's what
thing.
that was, yeah. That is a 2.
Oh, you get to roll 3.
Oh.
3d6. And
okay, well, one was a 2.
One was a 2, so you're going to get that anyways, yeah.
A 1 and a 3. These are
okay.
really low.
That's all right. That's what you want. Low is good.
Great.
Low is good.
Okay, so describe what it is that you do with the feather on the stick.
I think I kind of want to I want to get their attention with it, kind of just be playing, bat it at them in their face with it,
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you jump up and you swat at the feather, and it's on a string, right? But the string is wrapped around because it's in business mode. But when you smack the stick, it kind of unwinds a little bit, and then it wraps around Salt's arm. And so as Salt was going to smack Carmel, instead it kind of springs back and hits Salt in the face gosh darn it, why are you going and doing that, Pizzaroni? You know that you're not supposed to be touching that. That's mine.
I mean, is it yours if I can don't worry about it.
It's mine. He's pulling on it, trying to keep it away from you. So then Paprika heads on over to Bobo and is like, all right now, Bobo, I see you've got a lot in that backpack of yours. Why don't you give me something and you can be on your way and I'll just let you go.
Oh, no. This is all entirely mine. Thank you. I need it for the adventure.
Yeah, you see, that's not gonna work too well for me. I'll just go ahead and take that off your hands there. And Paprika sort of reaches out to try and grab your backpack.
No. I'd like to hiss and growl.
Oh, all right. Let's give that one a.
I don't know. It's a skill that I have.
Oh, hiss and growl is a skill? Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's checked off.
Let's call that. I almost want to make that a cute one, but we'll call that strong. And you get to have advantage because you have a skill. So you can roll 4d6 on that one.
Okay, so my strong is a 5.
Oh,
There's
good.
1. All right, I've got a 1, a 4, a 2, and a 6.
All right, you're good. So, yeah, you swat and you hiss, and Paprika's like, okay, I don't need anything from there. I'm fine. And now Pepper has turned his attention to you, Shuri, and is like, okay, well, they're dealing with whatever's going on over there, you and me. All right, let's talk. What's it gonna take to get you to get out of here?
Shuri comes up, just kind of like a swindler like, and just says, see, the thing is, I've been waiting to go all day. So I hope you get us out here faster. They chuckle and say, look, I wish you the best, pat you on the arm and says, I'm ready to go.
You know, I like Shuri. Shuri gets it. Why don't the rest of you follow in the footsteps of your friend here, all right? And get a scooting. Now.
That's the thing one more time, and then
Shuri goes, I like this person.
And you know what? I'll say, because of that positive interaction, I'm going to give you one friendship point, which the friendship points, these are a special thing that sort of like having a reroll that you can do, or, you know, you can use it to heal someone. These are sort of like your fate points or something like that people might be familiar with from another system. So with all of this going on, y'all are being slowly marched towards the gate, and eventually you find yourself just outside of the walls of the city. Luckily, none of you got smacked or anything like that, so nobody lost any hearts or anything. And y'all are feeling hopeful and excited, and maybe a little bit frustrated. So now that you're outside the walls, you've all kind of had your whole life knowing this is where you're going to end up. You're going to have to deal with this eventually. How does that make y'all feel? Like, you have a moment to kind of like talk to one another and kind of come up with like, what now? What is it that you want to do now that you're outside the walls, you're outside the city? Some of you may never have been outside the city. Carmel, you're so fancy, I'd imagine that maybe you've never really stepped outside too much at all.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how are y'all feeling with one another?
Bobo is very excited to be going out. I imagine he's kind of very brambly. His fur is a little like matted here and there, a bit wild. He's got like twigs and little leaves kind of like still like stuck to him, little, you know, debris of the just forest stuff. He gets out. He likes to be out and about, and nothing really can like keep him in. So he's roaring and ready to go. And I think he'll look to the group and go, what shiny thing do you think we're gonna find today?
I'm not sure. I feel like everything here is really dusty. A lot dustier than I thought outside would be. I don't know.
Oh,
where
yeah,
it's
there's
supposed
a
to
lot
look
of
for something
dust.
shiny. Where are the shiny things? The king made it seem like there was so much out here.
I want to keep the shiny for myself. I don't want to give it to him. He's mean.
She says,
That's
that's
fair.
a great idea. Yeah, we should keep this on our own, I guess. I'm just glad to be here. Dust is nice.
Mm,
Bird is fun. Just rolls
Dirt
around.
is fun. I like this outside.
No. No.
Caramel and the 3 dirt cats. My goodness. All right. So while y'all are sitting out front, kind of getting your bearings, figuring things out, you hear coming around the corner, just outside of a little area of brush coming down the road, the kind of clippity clop of donkey hooves. All right. And as this donkey comes around the corner, it's, got kind of the saddle and all of the bags and everything like that coming off of it. And it's pulling along it a carriage. And on top of that carriage, there's this little old scraggly blonde furred cat. And he's kind of leading the donkey along. And you can see that behind him, there's this, this carriage that's like sort of like a merchant carriage. Clearly he's got like all kinds of items in there, and a little area where you could talk to him through the window or something like that if you were to set up. He's coming around, and he's just sort of doing his own thing. He sees you, he's kind of like, well there, you youngins heading out. You've been exiled, have you? Have you?
Well,
I'd say we just want to leave for a while. Willing participant.
Exile is a strong word.
maybe speak for yourself about wanting to leave. But, do you have anything shiny in your cart, perhaps?
I may. Why do you ask?
You just look like you would have shiny things. I'm just curious. Don't you like nice things?
Well, of course. I've got all kinds of things. Well, I'm a merchant. I sell things as I move along the roads. Now, that said, I don't know if I can trust you. You may be little kittens on your way out, but you seem very excited to be leaving, which makes me think maybe you're not the simple kittens I thought you were. Why should I trust you?
I don't know.
We're kittens.
All of them are just giving like the biggest kitten eyes.
So I was gonna say, so everybody roll a cute roll. So you're rolling as a group, and the way that rolling as a group works is as long as half of you succeed, then you all succeed.
And succeeding is getting lower, right? Not
Lower
higher.
than your score.
Lower
yes.
in Q?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh.
I got
this is-
one.
I get 2 dice.
And we get how many dice?
Oh,
Three.
yeah, I failed.
You always roll 3.
3?
And then if you have a
Okay, I get one more.
skill that benefits you, then you roll.
Oh my
I rolled a
God,
1.
I'm so lucky.
I got it.
I
got
needed
it?
a 1 and I got 2 ones.
I got 1.
Nice.
Yes.
I got a 2, a 1, and a 3, all of which are lower than my
I had-
cute is a 3. I'm rolling terribly, which turns out it's great for
That's it. Yeah. See, this is a
I was
great
gonna
game
say,
for
this
if
is
you always
good.
roll low. Yeah. It's
I rolled
perfect.
661. I'm happy on the last one. I was like, oh, can I get this in other games?
Exactly,
Three.
right? Constantly rolling dice to just save up whatever the numbers are for whichever game you're going to play. It's going to be great.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, then so that brings up another thing. None of y'all did roll it, but this is something that just is the way that the game works. If you ever roll triples, that is essentially a crit. And so just something to note, no matter what, if you roll above or below your score, if you roll triples, then that counts for something. So always announce that if you do. All right. Well, so you all bat your giant, cute kitten eyes, and this old cat looks down on you and says, "Oh, of course you're fine. My goodness, how could I? I'm sorry. There's just on the roads about now. There seem to be bandits attacking carts, so you can't be too careful. Just because I'm right outside the gates doesn't mean they wouldn't try and get me here. So, how can I be of service to you all?"
Do you have shiny things?
Well, of course, I have all kinds of shiny things.
Shiny things we can have.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
What does see and search do as an ability?
See and search. I would assume that would be, to like, look in an area for items or whatever. Like if you were to try and like look in the back of the cart or something like that, that would be a see and search.
Can I do that?
Of course you can. So go ahead and roll. And if you have the skill, then that gives you an extra dice. So you can roll 4. And I wanted to pull something up. I have, this is just behind the curtain stuff. I have a window for Chewy up so that I can look at like toys and things on there as items for us to have, because come on, right? So, did you roll?
What am I rolling? I mean,
well, so you're see and search, so that would probably be a smart roll.
well, I got 2 1s, a 6, and a 5.
Okay, so you definitely got that one. So yeah, you look in the back of the cart, and obviously there's tons and tons of stuff in there, so you can't see everything because like scrounging around might be a little bit difficult to do without getting seen.
I'm looking for the shiniest thing I can spot.
So yeah, you notice there's a whole bunch of different toys and things that you can see in there. There's some like old scratch boards and stuff like that they a little bit slightly used, but they seem like they'd be pretty good if you could get that. But as far as shiny things go, there are a handful of little kind of crinkly toys that have like a little glittery sheen to them and whatnot. Nothing too fanciful, but certainly some nice shiny items.
Can I pickpocket one? Look, I've got the pickpocket ability. I wanted to use it. I don't normally play rogues, so
I will allow it. Now I'm trying to think. I think that might be strong. I can't tell if that's smart or strong because it is an intelligent thing to do, but it requires dexterity. So we're gonna call that a strong roll because you're using your like kind of agility to reach in there. Now I'll say this: if you were to say try and like use a tool to do it or like do some clever thing to do it, we'd call that a smart roll. So it's the context and how you go for it.
Oh yeah, we're not being smart about that. We're just, it's pretty and crinkly and we're going
drawn by the shiny. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and roll that strong roll and give yourself a +1. So roll 4 for having the skill.
Okay. That is a 2, a 2, a 4, and a 6.
Okay.
My strong is 2. So
so you got it.
I'm telling you, these bad rolls.
They're working out for you.
Normally, this is the worst part of this for me, but this is great, actually.
So yeah, you're able to kind of reach in with your paw, and you kind of just one little claw kind of gets into the side there and just kind of pulls this little thing out, and so you got yourself. It's just like a little kind of squishy toy that's like cylindrical, and then it's got a little feather kind of sticking off of the back of it. It's green and blue and with like little kind of pink sparkles kind of spread over it. So yeah, now you've got yourself this cute little toy. Do any of y'all happen to see this and have any kind of reaction to watching your friend stealing out of the back of the cart?
Carble notices, but doesn't say anything because she definitely loves the idea of having something nice on the journey.
Saw the glisten.
It's a roadie shares the trinkets, so
yeah. Nods approvingly.
Nice.
So Shuri pulls out their magic spell book that has some notes in it and says stealing. That looks fun. I'm gonna do that next time. Said the outside world is so great.
Best influence. Pizza roadies is just the best influence.
Love it. Okay.
Could I ask a question?
Yeah.
Is it Ansel? Is that
Ansel,
the merchant? Yeah. Ansel. Why were you so suspicious of us? Like, why would you be so suspicious of kittens? Obviously, kittens are kittens. What's going on? Like, you have more details about the bandits that you mentioned earlier?
Well, the roads have been dangerous as of late. It's actually good that you know if you're going out into the world now. It is very unsafe to be lugging around a cart like mine. specifically as it starts to get dark. But old Woody here, he kind of like pats the back of the donkey. He's always seen me through, so I should be fine. But I'm not going to just go ahead and be trustworthy of everybody coming along. You've got to be a little skeptical, you know.
Oh. Do you have any tips on where the not dangerous places are? Carmel does not want to find anything untoward in the nights.
Well, staying on the roads is, of course, going to be where they are targeting if you happen to be moving along in a group. You know, you'll just want to be looking out. Now, if you were to go off trail, you could, of course, likely avoid the bandits, although there are other dangers inside the woods, like wolves and all sorts of other beasts that happen to be outside there. There have been tales of the White Shadow in the woods as of late, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. But beyond that, I could perhaps give you a lift for a little bit of the ways, if you would like. I have space in the cart, I believe. If that's something that you would like.
Bobo's climbing in already. Just
Just to
Bobo's
rest.
action speaks louder than words, and I agree.
I guess get on.
Let's do it. Shuri hops in the back. So this is nice.
Shuri is always on board. Shuri's just like, you know what?
Always. Adventure, stealing, fun times, free ride.
Oh man. All right. So y'all all hop on. Ansel doesn't even notice the shiny thing that you happen to be playing with is something that was his.
I just had it.
Yeah, it was yours the whole time. Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, I think I have one just like it.
Really?
So, as y'all are, you get into the cart with Ansel. He kind of gets the donkey going, and y'all start heading down the road. And as you are, Ansel is, asking you questions just about yourselves and everything, and trying to kind of get at, what is it that y'all are looking for? You want something shiny. How shiny? How big? What is it that you want to try and get?
The biggest and the shiniest, obviously. But we've never been outside, so you're right. That's a little tough because we don't
How
know.
shiny does it get?
Quite shiny. Things that are brighter than the sun. Well, when they're put in the sun and they shine the sunlight off of it, then they're quite bright. Now, you've, of course, seen shiny things inside the city. You've seen all kinds of shiny toys, trinkets, the perfect bottle cap that you found on the ground or something like that. All kinds of things. But Ansel starts to kind of tell you some stories of things. And one of the things that he brings up is the shiny dragonfly crinkle is certainly one that I've heard great tale of. Now, they say that it is deep within the junkyard. You might have to go a little out of the way if you want to do that, but that's quite dangerous. I don't know if you want to go deep into the junkyard where the Yardoges happen to live.
The who?
The Yardoges.
Yardoges.
Yardoges?
Yardoges.
Yardoges.
Have you not heard? Have you not heard of the Yardoges? They're of
The Yardoges.
They are doges, as they are.
Ah, doges.
You may not have ever met them inside the city, but once you move beyond the boundaries, there are other peoples that exist out there, other animals. Now, they have their own ways of running things, and the junkyard they see as their property. That said, it's quite large, and there's many things there, not way too many for them to have them all. I may have taken an item or two from the edges of the junkyard now and then. However, if you want to go for the dragonfly crinkle, you'll have to go deep inside.
Shuri says, I'm in. That's all I need to hear. It's like, yeah. That's our next destination.
Are there less dangerous shinies, or is this the biggest shiniest
Junkyards
one?
also sound dirty.
Well, yeah.
Well, it's certainly the biggest that I have heard of. However, there's plenty of places you could go if you're willing to go much further. There's the town of Big Wheel, which is quite an extravagant place. I'm sure there are plenty of shinies there. That is a bit of a ways away. As well as Corktown, the port city. I'm sure you could find plenty of things there that are being brought in from all over the world. But that'll be quite the journey to get there. You'll have to pass along this road quite a bit of a ways or through the forest. It will be a journey either way. Now, I can take you along until we reach a certain crossroads, and then we'll have to part ways, and you can make your decisions from there. You look like you have a question there, Carmel.
I'm just debating whether close but junky or far but uncertain and maybe cleaner is a
Also,
better idea.
port speed water.
Yeah.
Water. Yeah.
No,
I think
thank
I
you.
like water. I think I'm one of those kittens that likes water.
I love that it's like, I think. I'm not
We'll
sure.
find out. We haven't fully figured it out yet.
The bodies of water
Oh.
that you're used to are much smaller.
So we're not sure what's at Big Wheel or Corktown. So is that we don't know what the shiny is there. We just have to go and discover something.
Well, they're huge towns. They've got all kinds of bustling individuals. They've got banks and museums and shows and all kinds of things. There'll be shinies all over the place.
Those sound shiny.
Sounds like a lot.
The shinies sound shiny.
Yeah.
I don't know, Shuri. Did you have a preference, or are you still feeling junkyard?
I'm feeling junkyard.
Feeling junkyard.
It's
Feeling
close.
junkyard.
We're almost there, I'm sure.
almost
Both
there.
sound nice.
Kind of like the
I
port
guess we
city, but junkyard is closer.
Bobo.
I'm in for the junkyard. Shiny dragonfly. That sounds so cool.
I guess we could give it a try. I could be dirty just for a little bit.
That's what the water's for later.
Oh, man. And as you kind of exasperatedly, agree to go along with everybody else, you kind of like sit down a little bit, and then dust just kind of up off of the thing that you're sitting on, the cushion. All right. So you're in the cart with Ansel. Y'all are traveling further down the road, and as you do, it starts to get a little bit dark outside, and you have to pull over and make camp for the evening. So Ansel, pulls his cart over, sets it up alongside the road, gets a couple of things out to go and start a fire just off the way, and pulls a little tarp out off the edge that kind of has a little area with all the cushions and stuff on it to lay on. It's a nice little setup. And then Woody the donkey goes and kind of starts grazing off to the side over there. And of course, with y'all's size, a donkey is actually really big compared to y'all. So it's like, I don't know, like a flippin' moose over there. So yeah, y'all kind of sit around. You chat with one another, and Ansel starts to tell you a little bit more about the junkyard now that y'all are going along, and now that it's getting a little bit darker and maybe spookier outside. It's like, now, the junkyard is a little bit dangerous and a little bit scary. There are all kinds of items about that might draw your attention, but be careful, because there are many relics of the ancient times. Many what they call electric toys. Things that will move on their own, as if they're alive, but they're not. They're toys just like any other. They'll spin around, they'll light up, and make all kinds of noise. They will draw your attention, but be careful. They can lure you into traps. The Yardoges know that our curiosity is one of our greatest weaknesses. And so you must be strong in the face of all of these items. And do fear the vacuum.
A vacuum.
If
What's
you
the
go
vacuum?
too deep, there is a giant item that makes the loudest of sounds, draws breath like a great beast. I fear that if you get too close, it'll draw you in by the tail. So do be cautious as you enter into these scary lands. And right at that time, you hear a howl in the distance. Now, real quick, I want to check.
Vacuum.
The vacuum.
Now, I want to check with Fawn. Would you like to take a break now? Because right now would be a good spot as we're kind of set up in the camp to the side. Yeah, y'all probably can't hear Fawn. We're gonna take a break, and then we'll be out for a little bit. We'll be back, and we'll see what happens next. Ooh. Okay, donate. Do it. Millennial pause. So we are back, y'all. We are playing some RPGs for Free RPG Day and raising some money for Doctors Without Borders. So first and foremost, donate, please do it. Hit !donate. You can get the link and everything like that. If you donate $10, you give an advantage on the next roll. If you want to be mean, you can pay $20 and you can put a disadvantage on the next roll. Or there's a number for getting a specific advantage that you can give to a specific person if you want. And if you donate, I believe it's 150, you can make it so that we have a pet join the squad. All right, some kind of critter joining the crew. Y'all know you want to make it happen. You want to make the adorable stuff even more adorabler. So do please do that. And be sure to hit !RPG, and y'all can go check out the Free RPG Day stuff and see all of that wonderfulness over there. Okay, with that, let's get back into Dungeons and Kittens. We find ourselves camped on the side of the road. Ansel, the kind of old, wise merchant cat, has told y'all some tales of places that you could visit, stories of shiny things, which you are all on a quest to find the shiniest of things. And now the evening is starting to kind of to wane, and Ansel has kind of curled up on some of the cushions and started to rest. Woody the donkey has kind of pulled over next to y'all and is also kind of curled up next to Ansel. And as you are kind of chit-chatting and winding down, you hear some twigs snapping in the woods around you. Now, I would love it if everybody could roll a smart roll. And if you have anything for, like, perception, for seeing, for hearing, for, any of those kinds of things, throw advantage on there. And on this, actually, you know what? No, on this roll, because we had people donate, everybody gets advantage. So,
Yay.
everybody do a smart roll. We'll see what happens.
What happens if I get 3 1s? Am I
That's
just
great.
cursed?
No,
For
that's
life?
no. Remember, it's the reverse. It's good here.
Oh,
Did
right.
you roll 3?
I sincerely did.
That's triples. That's a crit. That's a good thing.
Cool.
Heck yeah.
I've never rolled 3
Oh.
1s in my life. My TTRPG brain is like, well, that's.
I know, right? You
ominous.
see that and you're like, of course,
Yeah.
course, I'm doomed.
Yeah. I'm just like, oh no.
No, this
Kidding.
is like playing with my
I
wife,
roll-
Chrissy. She has the worst luck in the entire world. She rolls terribly every time. So it's like, I got to play this with her. She's going to love it. It's just going to be winning every time. All right, sorry. Go ahead, Jenny.
Oh, I was going to say, I also rolled 3 3s, so I got a triple as well.
Whoa! Okay.
More critical.
What is it? Are we playing against our smarts, we said?
Smarts. Yeah.
Okay, my smart is 5, so that is
Okay.
good.
Wow. 2 super crits. All right.
Well, I did not.
Bobo,
get a super
Shuri,
crit,
what y'all get?
but I got a 3, and my smarts is 4, so successful.
You're good.
I got a lot of 2s, a 1, and a 4, and my smart was 2. So
All right.
we're all
So
good here.
Y'all are all good. So, wow, my goodness. So y'all are all sitting around and you hear these like twigs and things snapping around you, and y'all, as it's as you're sitting around, you hear like the sound of like wind like whistling by, like a whoosh. And for the two of you that got crits, you actually just instinctually reach out and like bat your hands at something that goes by, right? And what you hit launches back into the woods not too far from you, hits against a tree, and it explodes into like a powdery mist. And you can just barely smell it as it hits the tree, and it's catnip. This was a catnip bomb. And you see come out of the woods and kind of like doing this is a cat dressed up in a sort of like bandit outfit. It's got like a little mask over his face, and he's kind of like wandering into the road just like and then you see him just kind of fall to the ground and start rolling around in the catnip that's all over the floor. Then you like more of the catnip bombs kind of like blow up near y'all and on the road, and 4 other bandit cats kind of jump down into the middle of y'all's little encampment, and they start throwing all kinds of other stuff. They throw the most wonderful little like bread tabs and little like the crinkly things that you wrap around stuff like on cords and stuff. And it's just like these are the best things, the best in the world. But y'all were focused. Y'all knew once that catnip bomb hit, you had to be locked in. So this is not distracting you at all. So you've got these 4 bandit cats in front of you, and now they're trying to take your stuff. So I want each of y'all to tell me, what are you going to do when one of these bandits tries to grab something of yours from you? Let's go one by one down the line.
All
Carmel,
right,
what you got?
Carmel sort of spits and hisses, but very futilely, like, what are you trying to do? This is our stuff. What are you doing? And she regains a little bit of composure, and she's gonna try. I have a sweet talk skill, so I'm gonna try once again to do a little sweet talking and say, unhand our stuff, please. Excuse me, this is not yours.
Unhand foul beasts. All right, so because of the donators, you're gonna roll with disadvantage on this one. So you're gonna roll acute. You got disadvantage. You only get to roll 2. You're flustered. You know, things are a little bit scary.
Catnip is everywhere. It's in the air. Okay, I roll a 5 and a 2.
Okay.
And my cute is 2.
Okay. So, you do what you just said, where you kind of like try to appeal to like unhand, and the bandit that was trying to take your stuff kind of like stops for a second, and then just kind of like looks you up and down, just like, and then runs over to the cart and starts trying like rifling through Ansel's cart, and
That's not what I meant.
you can hear Ansel kind of start rustling over on the side. Who's next in the line on Twitch? Is it Gnome? Bobo, what you doing?
Seeing that like these cats are trying to take stuff from them, and especially again his stuff in particular, he's gonna pick up his backpack, and aside from just like like the standard like hissing and growling, like the sort of noise that cats will make when they get like scared or startled, can I have him swing it and try to hit one, like knock off one of the other cats?
It's like swing the backpack?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, roll a strong on that one.
Okay.
Do you have any skills that you think apply to that?
No.
Okay. Then yeah, let's
Nope.
just go ahead and
Not at that time, yeah.
roll 3.
All right. Wow, I got lucky. I got 2 6s and a 5, and I needed a 5 or under.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
Ooh.
Well, yeah. So luckily, you're able to kind of, swing that backpack. You got enough of a warning ahead of time so that as they kind of came in, you were able to surprise them, and you hit one of these cats, and it goes like tumbling backwards and finds itself prone amongst the catnip as well, and is like powerless but to fall to the ground and roll around in that catnip also. Okay. Next, I think is it Val? Val.
Me. I have apparently a dark hood in my backpack. Can I just like purposefully let the bandit take that, and then basically like I also have a rope and grappling hook. Can I like rope that around, like basically tie him up?
Okay. So I think we'll call that a smart one.
Trying so hard to be smart. I'm a tank main. I normally just hit first. I'm trying.
Not this pizzaroni.
No, Pizzaroni has smarts. I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3.
Perfect.
1, 2, 3.
Smart cat. So yeah, you this bandit kind of charges at you, and you sort of do this like graceful move of pull the cloak out, throw it on him, and then wrap the thing around him as he goes, and it's almost like he didn't even stop moving, and just kind of keeps running, and then smacks his head into a tree and falls back over. All right, Shuri, we got another advantage. Look at that.
Ooh, come on, advantage.
Let's go.
Just in time for you, Shuri.
I know, right? So for me, so on my sheet, I have 6 heart. So you know what would be funny if I could do this? So in my backpack, I have a porcelain tea set. Because Shuri have just been making tea already as all this is happening. He wants to steal from us. I pass him the tea set. You don't have to do this. It's like, think about what you're doing. Why steal? We're on the outside world. It's great and dusty. You can stop.
So, Shuri, that's going to be a cute roll for sure.
Okay. Advantage, so I get an extra one.
Yep, you get that advantage, yep.
All right. I got a 2 and 1 initially, so that works.
That's good. Yeah. Okay, so you pull out this perfect porcelain tea set, which apparently has tea in it right now. Hot tea that you've already made. It's good to go. It's been sitting
Always
there.
ready, hot and ready.
So and you hand it off, and this cat is just like stunned by what you're doing and can't help but kind of like take the tea for a second and just kind of like stares at it and stares at you, and just like the one from before, just kind of like turns and heads over to the cart and just is kind of like ignoring you now because like, what? Why tea?
Shuri's like, right, the outside world.
So you've got these 2 bandits now rifling through the cart. The others are on the ground. One of them smacked their head into the tree, and you kind of hear them kind of chattering with one another, just kind of like, what is with them? They don't seem to want to fight. They're just like, this is so weird. Oh my god! And like they're just kind of under their breath. You can hear them kind of like just confused as they're going through Ansel's stuff. Ansel now is like, waking up and seeing what's going on, and he's, bandits! Bandits are afoot! Get out of here! And, he grabs a stick and starts shaking it around. And one of the bandits turns to Ansel and throws one of the catnip bombs right at Ansel. It hits Ansel directly. Big old cloud goes up. Ansel falls to the ground in his, on top of his cushions, and he's basically right back to sleep. Now, the other bandit has now got a whole bunch of stuff in a sack and is starting to try and flee and run down the road. What do y'all do? This is the one that had the tea, by the way. Do any of y'all do anything to try and stop them? Do you let them run away?
I have a knife.
I have a bow and arrow.
Oh, Okay.
in my
Ye-
stuff. I guess like as
Use it.
we see them like carrying this stuff away, Bobo after having like swung his bag, like sets it down and starts dumping a bunch of stuff out, pulls out this little tiny bow and with the little itty bitty arrows. Like, they're so tiny, they're kids. And he is gonna just aim for the sack to try to like rip the sack open. So
Oh,
as the
okay.
bandit goes away, it everything just falls out. So that's the
Okay.
intent of like the shot.
Okay. Part of me wants to say that that's more of a smart thing than a strength thing. Yeah, we'll call that smart.
Okay.
Because you're trying to specifically cut the bag rather than just fire an arrow down that way.
All right. Wish me luck, because that's a 2. Whew.
Ooh.
You got this.
Nope, I don't got it.
Oh, no.
That's a bunch of 5s and a 4.
Oh,
That
no.
one is so good.
So you pull back the bow, you're ready to fire, and then as you go to release it, the string snaps, and you're kind of like no, and you didn't have enough time to properly check your bow before you fired, and so arrow just falls right to the ground, and now that cat is getting away.
I have a knife.
I have an idea, but this might be a super stretch.
So go for it.
Are the trees special at all? I got talk to trees. Can I like talk to a tree and be like, can you make them trip or something?
Yeah.
I mean, I think so. If you've got talk to trees, there's trees. Yeah.
Okay. Somebody else. Trees, can you stop them, please? Trip them. That'd be nice. They got stuff.
Okay. Let's call that a cute roll. You're trying to charm the trees into doing something for you. And I guess you can roll 4.
So 3, 5. Oh, 4. All right, we're rolling 2 more. We got 5 and 3. We got 2 1s.
Okay, cool. So for some reason, as they're running along, a branch falls like right in front of them, and they stumble over themselves, go rolling forward several feet, and they kind of look back, and they look at the sack, and they look at all of y'all down there near the fire, and they're just like, nah, screw it, and then go running off down the rest of the road. So you have left, there is one bandit, the one who threw a a catnip bomb at Ansel. What do y'all do? They're there now, surrounded by all of you.
I point the knife.
Is this
Just
the one
point it.
Is this the one with the teacup?
I think the one running off was the one with the teacup, wasn't it?
Oh.
Yes.
I was
Yeah.
about to make another cup and say, you can talk.
Okay, so are we doing the threat or are we doing the invitation?
Both.
Yeah.
I like both. I'm over here. Like,
Good cat,
I have
bad
tea,
cat.
got a knife.
Oh man! All right, yeah, so
Threatening, confusing aura there.
the blue
Yeah.
pill or the red
There you
pill.
go.
It's
They choose.
Okay, so then let's do both of y'all roll. We'll call them both cute because they're both charisma checks essentially. And then whichever one of y'all rolls lowest is the one who's gonna be successful.
It's 3d6s, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I got 3 1s again.
No
Yeah,
way!
I was 3
Sincerely not lying. Those are all ones.
My
You got it.
goodness. Okay, so yeah,
I don't.
there's this cup of tea being held out, and then just a knife gets put like right in front of that tea, just like it's like blocking the view, just knife. And this cat kind of shakes a little bit, drops what's in its hands, and just kind of faints, passes out. There are now 6, 7 bandits that y'all laid out, I think, just laying across the floor. Ansel is a little bit, out of it, but you have succeeded in protecting the caravan, at least for now. Do y'all do anything now that there are all of these bandit cats that you've laid out?
Mm.
Do
they have
timers on
pockets
them?
that we
I
could
was about to say, can we take
search?
from them?
Everybody's
Oh, the same brain.
just looting the room.
Yes,
I think we
are the
all went.
bandits
What
now.
can we take off them? Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, as you're going through their pockets and everything like that, you do find some more of those catnip bombs. You also find a handful of other tools. You find like little, like, you know, kind of like a bag of caltrops that you would have if you were like a ninja, but instead of that, it's, you know, those like bag of like the shiny little things, like the bread tabs and things. There's also water balloons that are there that are filled. They are, you know, kind of kept in like almost like a little like potion jar type thing, like glass, to be protected. And so you find a couple of those, and then just a number of toys, things that would have been, you know, it's kind of like finding pocket change, but it's like, you know, little toy mouse and feathers and things like that. And you find one little plastic ball that has like the little jangly bell inside. You find one of those as well. There you go. Okay. So y'all, you loot them. Are you gonna try and get Ansel up to leave? Are you gonna like tie them up? You're just gonna leave them there? What you gonna do?
I think we should tie them up so they don't, at least for a while, come back and get us.
Yeah.
You all concur?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you kind of pull them over to the trees on the side of the road. I'm assuming you just kind of wrap around the tree with one of y'all's ropes because you got plenty of them, it seems like. Then yeah, so you now resign yourselves for the evening, I assume. Is there anything that y'all want to do while it's dark before waiting through till morning?
Is there nothing on the bodies of these cats that are like notes or anything that we can read to figure out like if they have another purpose other than just thievery or where they came from?
Roll a smart
Okay.
as you're searching around.
Smart. I've got 552. So my smart is 5, so I got it.
Okay, nice.
Ooh.
So when you're rifling through, for one of them, you do find a wanted poster. That's, you know, got a big old bounty at the bottom of it, and it says The White Shadow. And it's sort of like there's not a whole ton to the picture. You can just tell that it's like it's a shadowy figure with like glowing white eyes is what it looks like. But, you know, obviously it's a sketch. Yeah, that's it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know, with that poster, could I talk to trees and be like, have y'all seen this guy before? What would they say?
what a skill. No wonder you're like totally cool being outside the walls.
It's like,
You can literally just talk to nature like, hey, nature, are we cool?
exactly.
We vibing.
Okay, I'm down with that. So that would again be, we'll call that one smart
Okay.
rather than cute, because this time it's just information that you're trying to get.
I got 3s. My smart is 4.
Okay. Did you get all 3s? Was it triples?
I got 3, 3, 1.
Oh, okay. So yeah, the trees, they rustle and shake and everything, and for the rest of y'all just hear what sounds like wind moving through the trees, but Shuri, you're getting the info. And yeah, you know that the White Shadow has been moving throughout the woods for quite some time. Hard to keep track of, even good at like evading the trees as well, like the knowledge of anything. So very, very stealthy, and has been in the area, and right now is somewhere nearby.
Thank you, trees. I'm a leaf. You a good review.
Oh man, I love that.
I think it'd be funny if there were no like plants within like the city. So this is the first time being like, is this what I've heard about? First time I'm talking to these plants.
Oh man, I love that. Every other cat's like, I don't want to go outside the walls, and then you're just like, get me out there. Actually, like y'all in general, you seem like okay with going outside for the most part, except for Carmel. Okay. So then, with that, y'all, I assume head off to sleep. Wait until morning. The sun comes up. Ansel eventually wakes up, and he is hungover. He is like, oh man, I haven't partied like that since college. He, thanks you for defending the caravan last night. And so he then, gets everything set up to get a move on, and y'all get back on the road, leaving behind a whole bunch of bandit cats just tied to a tree over there. Unless somebody wants to do something else.
They'll figure it out.
Say, sure, you want to do a tea party or something?
I'll go to the tree holding them, say, you can let them go in like 12 hours.
Love it. Okay. So then, y'all head along your way down the road. And as you kind of make it further down, you eventually get to a sort of just like a border at the edge of the forest, and now like the trees, they kind of cut off very abruptly. It very much feels like, this is a maintained border here, and there is a big sign right there that has a picture of a cat, and then it's got like an X through it. It's like no cats.
Oh,
So the road-
I can't read.
That's rude.
Like, oh, nice picture.
And you would know that part of that is actually, it's from Walter. It's from the town, and it's saying like, this is the off limits. No one goes beyond this point. This is outside of the cat territory. You're moving into the danger zone as far as Walter and the cats are concerned. So the road goes off in 3 different directions. And Ansel kind of says, I think this is where we have to part ways. The junkyard is over that way. You can continue through the forest here that could potentially take you to Big Wheel or Corktown, wherever you would like to go. And I wouldn't go down there. And he just sort of points off to the area beyond.
Duly noted. Well, it was nice hanging out with you, Ansel. Do you have any tinsel you'd like to maybe share with us before we part ways?
I mean, we did help you and protect
Spare a little
caravan.
tinsel. Yeah. No, I mean,
Little
for saving me, you can have whatever you like. Go ahead, look through the cart. You may each take an item.
I want the cart.
And I thought Pizzaroni was You're like stealing
The real
whole
thief
thing.
among us.
I thought I said whatever's in the cart, but no, you may not have the cart itself. That was like you wished for a million wishes, is what you just did,
Okay, well, Carmel takes 2 tinsels and ties them to her ears just to feel a
Wonderful.
little bit prettier
Wonderful.
on the road.
You can take you can add an advantage for your next cute roll for that.
I think Pizzaroni's gonna sneak the toy that they stole back in for a second, like, oh, this one's really nice. I'll take this one.
Legitimize the thievery. I love it. I love it.
They like this guy now. So.
Okay. All right. What else? What else do y'all want?
I'll take whatever you can give me, whatever works. But I'll be back for the cart one day.
So for you, there is this little jangly metal thing that we would know as like a tea diffuser, but you see it as like a shiny like bell kind of thing, and Ansel gives you that.
Good deal. Thank you.
Bobo's just gonna like see a box with some stuff in it and dump all the stuff out and take the box.
Perfect.
Wonderful. And Ansel just kind of like looks at all the stuff like poured out and just like, oh, yeah, I'll put that back in there.
He's already just like gnawing on it, putting his little teeth, little
Yeah, just
teeth
chewing
holes
on
in the
the box.
cardboard.
Nice. Love it. The box will be deteriorated soon enough. Oh, my cat has returned to the room.
Aw.
He heard
He heard
that
box.
they were giving away cat toys. Okay. So everybody got a little nifty gifty. Y'all have left the side of Ansel. He's gone off back, sort of curving around in the forest. He headed off in the direction that would eventually go to Big Wheel in Corktown. And he, waves goodbye. Says, he's got business to attend to. So then, y'all head off your way towards the junkyard. And as you're going along, you are noticing more and more of the trees starting to get a little more sparse. And then further along, you start to notice that there's a little bit of, kind of starts to get a little littery, a little bit of stuff here and there, a little trash and everything. Nothing that catches your eye. It seems like these areas have been picked clean of all of the shinies and the good things. But you get deeper and deeper in. You're kind of now winding through some kind of more thorny brush, and it's getting a little more dense. The sky's a little darker as you get in here, and then the smell starts to hit you, and it's a little bit hazy in here because now you find yourself amongst the towering piles of junk, and you don't know when it happened. You don't know when you crossed the threshold, but now you know you are in the junkyard. And it is almost cave-like. You can see little bits of light here and there kind of poking through the top, but these towering piles of stuff are so high that they come over you and almost create a kind of cave-like system. So, next roll's advantage? Okay. Y'all out there just want success. Y'all want success.
Yay.
So, why don't y'all, before heading deeper in, are there things that you would be looking out for as you're going into the junkyard? Other than just shiny in general, are there things that your characters have desired, or now that there is stuff jutting out, would there be something that you would want?
All of it. But one of Bobo's attributes is disguise. So now that they're kind of not in the woods area, kind of does like a big shake, and all those like little leaves and twigs fall out, and he just starts collecting trash, tucking it under his fur folds, and
Deliberate.
putting it Yeah, as he's like slowly blending in with the trash around him.
How does Carmel feel about that?
Carvel just is disgusted. She's like, just shivers down my spine. You would choose to do something like that to your beautiful fur, Bobo. Oh.
This one still got a little piece of tuna in it.
And wear the tin as a hat or something.
Oh no! Oh my goodness!
No, thank you.
Shuri looks over and says, "Oh, that's cool. I might have to do that too one day." I'm a
That is
fan.
not a fashion trend you should follow, Shuri.
It just looks so nice. It's creative.
Oh man! How does Pizzaroni feel about the dirt cat being a dirt cat?
Ambivalent. I think Pizzaroni's looking for knives.
Specifically looking for knives.
Yeah, they were like, well, that was useful for getting things like taken care of. The knives are good. Moral of the story.
I love that. That's like a lesson that you just learned. You're just like, you know what?
Knives are good.
Knives work.
Knives are great.
Oh man. Okay, so you're walking along, and as you you start to hear some kind of like whirring and buzzing and noises like that, and you're hearing kind of like the tinging of metal on metal, and you find yourself at a bit of a fork in the sort of road, the cleared area here. In one direction, it's kind of a little more open. You can see some piles of things here and there. It's a lot more open area. And that's all that. And then if you look in the other direction, it looks like it winds a little bit more. There's, it's a lot darker. Feels a little more though like, off the beaten path kind of situation. What would y'all like to do? You want to continue?
Which pass has less dirt or look less dirty?
I feel like all of it.
The less dirty one. It's all dirty, but the one where it's more open, there's actually like sunlight coming through. The piles are smaller that are in the middle and everything. It's kind of this much larger open area. That would be the less dirty one for sure.
Ansel did say that the shiny dragonfly thing would be harder to get and more towards the center, I think.
It's like deep inside.
Deep inside. So that might be where we want to go.
Carmel pulls out a compass, and can we use the compass I have a compass in my backpack. Can we use the compass to sort of figure out where center is, like what cardinal direction we should be moving, and which of the forks would be closest to that?
Okay. Sure. Roll a smart.
Smart.
Trying to read that compass.
3.
Did you pay attention in compass class?
I got a 3, 4, and 5, and my smart is 5. So yes, I did.
Okay. All right.
Very
So
compass
smart.
So yeah, you're kind of trying to navigate, and you know that honestly, both of these are heading closer into the center from the direction that y'all came from. Neither of them is like turning you back out into where you entered. As far as you know, either of them would work.
Interesting. I'm always for the sunny, easier path. I will vote for that. But that's how I roll. So
All right, let's everybody.
I start inching my way over. See the
Just wanna
sunbeams? See?
follow.
Looks so good.
That seems good to me.
Go sign.
They lead to the same spot. Eh?
So then y'all kind of head out into the one that's a little bit more of a clearing and open area. There is sun actually making its way through. I assume Carmel happens to find themselves in the sunlight. And roll. Bobo, I want you to roll a strong as you're coming around the corner.
Oh no.
I guess this will be with advantage because we got some advantage.
Sweet. All right. Rolling a strong. Okay, I've got 2 1s, a 6, and a 2. My
Okay.
strong is 5, so we're good.
So as you're walking along, your big old pack happen to kind of like scrape along the side of one of the giant piles over here, and you start to hear a bit of a rumbling, and you hear the like kind of a beeping noise, a sort of digital bell type sound. And as you turn to look, this shiny, glowing, lit up orb rolls down off the top. And it's one of those, it's got like the little like tail on the end of it, and it kind of rolls around on its own kind of toys.
Yes,
yeah,
I know that toy.
Yeah, and you know, because you're cat size, you know, it's like it's an orb, you know, it's big. And so it falls and it almost lands on you, but you happen to see that it was coming, and so it rolls down and kind of rolls out into the middle of the clearing there and kind of starts moving itself around.
Can I didn't get crushed. Can I still play with it?
You can play with it.
Okay, I'm gonna go play with it for a little
Okay.
bit.
So you go out and this thing is moving around and you're like, oh yes, hell yeah. Now, while that's going on, you all start to notice there's a lot of kind of electronic sounds going on, and you realize that all around you, these things have started turning on one by one. And there's kind of those ones where it's a, you know, sort of like a tarp on the ground where it's got the little thing moving underneath it, like the one that kind of like moves itself around. There's some of those fish that kind of flop themselves around. There's all kinds of things moving about in here. And you start to become suspicious that maybe there's something or someone watching around. So, how about Pizzaroni? You have the see and search. So, how about you roll a smart roll, looking around because you're looking for your knives, and so you're very much tuned in, looking at all the things.
Do I roll 4d6 for that, or 3?
4, because you have your see and search. So yeah, you get the advantage on that.
Yes, 2 3s, a 5, and a 4, and my smart is 3. So
Succeed. Okay. So, you notice that across the way, like kind of towards the middle, there seem to be all kinds of like lines, like fishing line. You would recognize them from the end of a feather on a stick kind of thing, but they're kind of drawn really taut all through the middle, almost like kind of like not web-like, but like, you know, they're crisscrossing across the middle, and you notice that they're all over the place. And which one of y'all would be the most I think it would be Carmel, would have spent the most time in school studying these kinds of things rather than actually experiencing these kinds of things.
Oh, yes. Carmel is very studious and smart.
Yeah. And so what you would know is that these are traps These are the kinds of things that are set in order to catch kittens who aren't paying attention. And while this is all happening, Bobo is not quite aware of these things and is batting around this shiny lit up ball and is getting very close to one of these strands. What do y'all do?
Bobo.
Just like slow-mo Bobo away.
So what do you try to do to stop Bobo? Or is
Can I throw a knife at the street?
Knives solve everything.
They solve
Knives are the
everything.
best.
I love it.
That's
Oh,
Pete
man.
Roni's life lesson.
Okay. Throw again, because you're trying to hit that specific tiny target, we'll call it a smart roll.
Okay, good, because my strong is 2, which is weird. Okay, cool. That's a 1, a 3, and a 5. So
So you're hitting them all. You're getting ones every time.
that's because my dice luck is bad.
It's the best game for you.
It's
really
opposite. So you huck this little knife and it hits this strand that Bobo was about to roll into. Bobo, you're none the wiser. You're so distracted by this toy. And when the line falls, like a cat tower, one of the tall ones that's a scratching post, falls down and slams into the ground, not too far from Bobo, but luckily it lands, just like right next to you. And that scares you a little bit. You might stop looking at the ball now. So then, now that y'all have seen that happen, you kind of look around and you notice there's a lot of these types of things set up around. You can see like, oh, that looks like that could fall. That looks like that could fall. And there's all of these mechanical things moving around. And so you realize that this pathway to get to the other side, you're going to have to navigate through a lot of these traps, whether disabling them or going around them. So how would y'all like to try and tackle that problem, knowing that there's all of these wires and things around? Whoa!
Yeah.
Pet donation. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Well, first things first, let's figure out what our little pet is going to be.
Yeah.
So, I think after that successful save, Val, if you could roll a d6,
Okay.
that would be great.
You know I'm gonna get a 1. Okay, I got a 3. But you know.
Okay. A 3. Okay. So I have a little list here of animals, 1 through 6. So a 3, while you're in you threw that knife, the thing fell down, and when it did, you heard a little chirping noise, a little tweeting sound. And this tiny little chickadee comes flying out of the top there and is circling around and comes over and lands just on the edge of your knife. Like the one that landed in there and it went into the ground just lands like right on it and sort of like, looks at it and then like looks over at you. And there's a connection there. You can tell that this bird understands you on a deep level.
It values knives.
Yeah.
You should name the knives.
It loves his knife.
Yeah. The bird's name is Knife.
All right. And now the bird's name is Knife. So we now have Knife joining the crew. That's not going to be
Yes,
confusing.
Bird
When you
knife.
throw knife. Oh
You
no.
throw Knife.
Yes.
And I boomerang the
Knife!
bird.
With the knives.
Not trying to boomerang the bird. You know what? That could work, right? So these are traps that you have to walk over.
Yeah.
So I have a skill called Quick as a Flash. Could I like put Quick as Flash on the bird? It just goes through all the traps super fast, but it won't get hit. It won't get hurt. It's too fast.
Just, I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna work out.
Okay.
Oh man, I would think that if that's what you wanted to do, you'd need to roll a cute roll to convince the bird to do those things. And even then, I don't know. You know, this is a critter, it's a beast, not an animal, and so whether or not it understands language. That said,
I don't want it to make an effort though.
knife.
Can it make the effort,
Okay.
you know?
Sure. Okay, so you're trying to convince your new bird knife to go fly around and cut a bunch of these wires for you. Okay. Yeah, so got some disadvantages coming up.
We got this. Come on, the one roll.
Let's go. Let's go, knife.
So yeah, roll a cute roll, and and you're at disadvantage. So roll a 2d6.
You got this.
Oh, I rolling it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because it's your
Why
bird.
did I think Dave was rolling it? Okay.
Yeah.
It's your bird.
Well, hey, it's great because that's a 2 and a 3. Again, my dice are awful.
We love it.
Okay. So knife looks at you, you look at knife, knife looks at you, you look at knife. And then knife takes off and you see knife land on one of the wires and start kind of like pecking at it. But it's not like he can just go around slicing things, you know, because knife's been in here for a while and would have probably torn a bunch of these down on their own, but you know, is only a tiny chickadee. However, in doing that, knife does trigger several of the traps to go off, but it's fast enough to escape. So, you know, one of them, another series of shiny light up balls come rolling down off the hill. Bobo, you got the urge, but you don't run over to him. You're like, oh,
Bobo, no. Don't do it.
There's another one where little kind of like wind up mice come like scurrying across, you know, in a line. And you see that as they run into something, they poof in catnip bombs. And so several of the traps now have been deactivated. It definitely looks like it would be easier to navigate your way through here. But the entire problem has not been solved.
Could I take, because I have a spell called animate object. Could I potentially take one of the toys that has been de-trapped, animate it, and like send it through the path for us?
Okay.
Activate all of the traps.
Yeah, that's neat. So yeah, I would call that a smart, and that would be with advantage, but now with disadvantage because they voted for a disadvantage, so you get to just roll a normal roll.
Normal, okay. So 3 dice. I got a 2, 4, and 2, and my smart is 5. So
You're
got
good. So which of the toys did you want to send through?
the first glowy orb ball that attracted Bobo's attention. I say, this is your time to shine. Here we go.
Hold it up. It glows a little bit brighter than it was before. And yeah, it starts rolling and wandering its way through, but with a little purpose. It seems like it is a little bit straight. Now, it can't roll straight. These things don't roll straight, but it kind of wobbles its way around through the middle. And again, sets off a bunch of little traps here and there. Lots of, banging and ringing and all kinds of noise as this is happening. But after that, yeah, it looks like there's a much clearer path for y'all. You feel kind of a lot more confident that you could walk through there. So yeah, that said, still could be traps afoot. Do you brave it? Do you continue to search for traps? What do you do?
Are there bugs around?
Are there what?
Bugs?
I mean, yeah, there's always going to be bugs around. You're in a junkyard. There's bugs everywhere.
I got a skill called Bug Swarm. Can I use Bug Swarm and just have them scour the area for traps?
Sure. Again, we'll call that I guess there's two ways you could do this one, because I think it's fair to say it could be a smart one because you're being clever, or it could be cute because you have to convince the bugs to do it.
I think it'd be funny to convince the bugs.
All right.
But it's bad for me, so let's hope.
All right,
roll
well,
three?
let's do that. You roll 3. Well, no,
right.
because you have Bug Swarm, right? You have a skill, so that gives you an extra, so you can do 4. Roll 4d6.
Okay.
And I don't think we have any other disadvantages from chat. I think we're caught up.
And last one, we got a 1.
Okay.
Nice.
So, what do you say to the bugs? You know they're in there. You can sense them. They're all around. What do you say to the bugs?
It looks at a few bugs like, hey, you, Bugs Life, you got any friends? Like, we're kind of stuck here. We need some help. I was talking to trees earlier. I'm talking to bugs now. Can you just disarm them for me?
I was talking to trees earlier. They said y'all were cool.
I've heard good things. Can y'all help us? Y'all live around here.
Oh man. So yeah, you give out the call, and a whole bunch of like flies and all kinds of, gross bugs that you would find in a junkyard. They start kind of coming out from the edges. Caramel, they're flying by your head.
Okay, Caramel, don't they look lovely?
And then
Sour.
then they start to like swirl around. And if any of you, this is just an Oregon thing. This is a Portland thing. The swifts, when the swifts go flying across the sky,
Yes.
when the birds go migrating, it's like that, but on a small scale. You just see these, they're just going back and forth all throughout. It's just this glorious, beautiful little swirl. And as they do, more and more traps just start going off here and there. Just it's like a cacophony of all the different noises and everything. And eventually it's silent. You can hear the buzzing of the bugs, but nothing else. Seems like you got all the traps.
Nice.
Well done.
Deal.
I did not expect Bug Swarm. Oh man. Okay. So yeah, there is, at the end of this clearing, there is another little kind of like path looking thing, and you can see that it kind of comes together, and with like a light beam shining down on it, you can tell there is this old washing machine that it's like a front load, and the door of it is open, and you can tell that that's the way you need to go in there. So
I've heard bad things about
okay.
these machines. Heard cats should never go into these.
Looks
Can
interesting
we
to
open
me.
the door and like see into it? How
Yeah,
far
the
can we see?
door is open, and yeah, if y'all have approached and you're kind of like peeking in, you can see that the back of it is busted open, and there's sort of a tunnel that goes deeper into the trash and below.
Ooh, more trash. Yeah, I'm in.
Both in, I'm in.
What could go
Hi.
wrong?
This is just
I feel like a lot, but I guess I'm in.
this is just exposure therapy for Carmel. Everybody else is just dragging you along. Like, you'll be a dirt cat by the end of this.
No.
All right.
Buff.
So if y'all are all heading forward, you one by one, you kind of get your way into here. It's not super wide, so you are kind of like single file heading through here, but it's wide enough that you can like peek around. If you needed to get around one another, you could. And as you are slowly making your way through here, you're seeing a little bit less of the trash. It seems like you've gotten below the trash line, and now you're kind of going down into the dirt. And it seems that a big hole has been dug here. And as you get deeper and deeper, you start to notice bones. Just a handful at first, kind of dotted along. But as you go further and further, there's more and more of these bones. And you can see that they've been gnawed on and chewed on all over the place. Some of them are kind of half stuck into the walls and things like that. And you make your way further and further in. And there is this wide open area inside the cave, inside this tunnel. It's a big zone, and you can see that in the center of it, there are all of these bones in the center, like stacked up on one another. And against the far wall, there's a bunch of really fancy looking trash. Like, this is the best looking stuff. And you can see it pushed up against the wall and just sitting there glowing, catching your attention. It's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. It is the dragonfly crinkle, the shiny dragonfly crinkle right there. You can see it. Just looking at it, it's like you can hear it. You can just by seeing it, you know that it's got the crinkliest sound if you were to play with it. And then it would be the most satisfying toy. And it's beautiful. It's shining. It's got all these different colors reflecting off of it, like a disco ball, just all over the place. And it's glorious. But you also can hear the growling and the sniffing and the snarling as a big wolf comes walking in front of you, and you realize you found your way into the den of a beast, and this one has been collecting bones, and it's protecting the trash. Now, one thing that crosses your mind is that the beast did not put that trash there. Someone put that trash there and then left the beast to protect it. But before you can really think about that too much, the beast has turned its attention to you. And now, what do you do in the face of this giant wolf that can see you there, standing in the front of its cave, of its den? Bobo, I'm assuming you're standing still.
I don't think he's ever seen anything so big in his life. What is that?
Just all of the junk and everything, you're just like fading into the
background.
It's like a T-Rex, you know? You can't see me.
Exactly. If you don't move, can't see if you don't move. So, what do y'all do?
I've got this like perfumed scarf thing, and so can I just like and try and toss it across its face to sort of disorient it with the perfume smell, and maybe across its eyes a little bit?
Okay.
So we can just
Yeah.
get
So
past.
that one, I'll say that sounds to me like a strong, because you're just trying to huck this thing at it. It's gonna be difficult to like perfectly get it placed or whatever, but like if you want to get that thing on this wolf, you're just gonna throw that thing.
Can I animate this object
Yeah.
to get it to like?
I mean, yeah, let's say you have to break your concentration, so you're no longer controlling that other orb, but I don't think you were anyways.
Yes.
So you want to animate the object so that you can like deliberately have it float onto
And like cover the eyes of the
Okay.
beast
Okay.
so it can't see.
All right, then go ahead. You can do a smart on that one.
Okay. Do I have any advantage or disadvantage?
Well, if you're animating object, if you have a skill that does that, then yes, you can have
Mhm.
advantage.
Okay. Yes. All right. So that's 3, then 4. I got 2, 3, 6, and 2, and my smart is 5.
Okay, so you're good. So you in this moment, all of the smells around you, they remind you that you actually have something that smells good, and so you take that and you throw it in the direction of this wolf, and when you do, it kind of opens up and then like floats just right onto the wolf's face, and it's kind of like thrashing around, and the scarf is like kind of gripping itself onto the face of the wolf, so it kind of like is doing that where it's like pawing at it, and it's kind of like trying to get it off of its face right there. So for at least for the moment, it seems like it is incapacitated, but you don't think that necessarily means that you got him, you know? But you've been successful in this moment. It is currently unable to see and distracted by these smells that are currently like filling up its nostrils.
How far is the crinkly dragonfly from us?
Let's say, I mean, it's a bit of a ways. Like I want to say, like in my mind, I want to say like 100 feet.
That means nothing to me.
Yeah, so in cat size, oh sorry, 33 meters.
Right, that means even less.
How close is the monster to us?
Half that.
Cool. So I was like,
Yeah.
well, if he's incapacitated, maybe I could just make a run for the toy.
Yeah, if you ran like around the perimeter, you know, you could be a
I
pretty
tried to
safe
pickpocket
distance
it. Like I'm technically trying to pickpocket a wolf, like in the sense of like his junk that he's not looking at. Like, come on.
Is there
let's
anything
say-
around us useful?
Not a ton. I mean, like I said, you know, it's dirt and bones
Bones.
mostly. There's, you know, there is some junk about. If there's something that you think would be cool, you know, let me know. So for Pizzaroni, right now, let's have you just try and get around the wolf.
Okay.
So let's have you roll we'll say smart. You're trying to be kind of cautious in this. You're not, are you, I guess, are you bolting or are you
I'm trying to
being-
be, I'm not just rushing
Yeah.
in for once. I'm trying to kind of like
Okay.
not be suspicious, or the don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Love it. Everybody. So then, yeah, roll a smart for that one.
That is a 1, a 3, and a 4, which my smart is 3, so that 1 would, yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
Just love rolling ones.
So then, yeah, you're kind of making your way along the
Downhill.
wall, being all
Great minds, great minds.
Walking back.
walking fast, face fast, you're all down. I could do that whole song right now. That's my go-to karaoke song. Just
Oh,
by the way.
amazing.
yeah, absolutely.
It's a good
It's the
choice.
best. So yeah, you're making your way along, and while you're doing that, also you've got a knife is on your shoulder, and is also kind of like wings out, kind of like you're going along.
Knife gets it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
you already have a special link with knife. So you're doing that. Shuri, have you decided what you're thinking you might try and do?
I was gonna see if I could do something with tea and like throw it in his eye, because you know you gave me that shiny ball tea diffuser. So I'm like, is there some type of bad tea that like you wouldn't want on your face or nose that you could throw? Because we got water balloons filled with, I don't know. That's what I've been trying to think of. Shuri just gets there and says, I feel like this isn't helpful, but I'm just gonna just make some tea and see what you all do.
Okay, so you're making
Maybe
you're just
maybe
making
this
tea
could
on
be
the side.
useful later.
Taking your time. You're figuring it out. Bobo, how you doing?
Yeah, I think Bobo's kind of keeping his eye on Pizzaroni and like just kind of waiting for a moment. I have an ability called Shake Your Booty. And
Okay.
I feel that when the time comes for the wolf to get out of the amazing scarf, is like I'm holding an action, right?
Gotcha.
So
Absolutely.
he will
Gotcha.
shake his booty when the
So
wolf
you are-
gets
you
his
are
senses
waiting-
back.
To distract the wolf as soon
Yes.
as it's there. So let's have you go ahead and roll a cute roll on that.
Okay.
Because then, yeah, that'll be like you storing it like you were ready to rock with that.
All right. Incredible. I have a 1 in cute
Mhm.
because I'm a trash cat. But I got 2 1s. A 4 and a
Perfect.
6.
Look at this.
Nice.
Look at
Love
this.
it.
This group of cats just constantly succeeding.
We love our 1s.
We're
Are we
technically
really all bad at
failing,
rolling
yeah.
I was gonna say that this is the best I've
Failing
ever done in the game.
collectively. Failing
So-
upward.
So the way that I see this working out is like you're getting all your trash and you're arranging it like particularly, so it like draws attention to your booty. So it's like all the lines, all the edges are all pointing in the direction of the butt. And so you're doing that. Pizzaroni, you're walking along the wall. Shuri, you've got tea going on. Carmel, you just threw your scarf and succeeded at animating it onto the wolf's face, and now it's thrashing, it's clawing at it, it's pawing, and eventually it does get the scarf into its mouth and just starts shredding that thing. And
Gosh, that's
it's doing that. It's doing that, and like every now and then when it takes a bite, it kind of like spits it out and everything because it's got the perfume on it. So it's like this is not a fun experience for this wolf, but it is getting through it. And while it's doing that, Pizzaroni, are you continuing your next stage of sneaking? So we'll say you've made it halfway around. So if we're gonna like look at this like a layout of like a map or something, you've got Bobo on one side, opposite wall from you now, for the most part, like almost all the way opposite now. We've got Pizzaroni. And then still kind of in between the two of y'all, we have Carmel and Shuri. So now you can make the decision, or rather, as you're going around, the wolf has now shredded this thing. It caught a look at you. It did a little that kind of deal, and it hasn't fully turned itself towards you, but you notice that it did catch sight of you. So, before we find out what happens with Bobo, do you run for it? Do you try and stand still? What do you decide to do to try and kind of deal with that?
I'm trying to probably stand still and hope, like, not like super blend in. Wait, no, my attribute is literally blend in. I just never.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to blend in.
So you just try and fade into the wall. You do your best Bobo impression and just become one.
Like how in Emperor's New Groove Kronk is like against the wall doing like the music, like that's what that's Pizaroni's.
Perfect. Yeah, roll another smart for that one.
Wow, that's a 1, a 6, and a 5. Do I have good to roll 4 for it being my cat tribute?
You could. Yeah.
I mean, I got a 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say you already won, but if you wanted to do it again, you could.
No, that's 2 1s. Yeah, okay.
I think you have rolled a 1 on almost every single roll.
I am telling you, my dice luck is poor.
This is the perfect game for you.
Not
right.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of stick yourself up against that wall and you kind of fade into it a little bit. The wolf kind of like looks back and then gets like dazzled, just like fully like stopping its tracks, like just focused on Bobo's butt, and just shaking that thing. And this wolf is just like not like running after you or anything like that. Like right now, it is just like stunned by what it is seeing. So then Shuri and Carmel, what do y'all do as you're seeing this happen?
I support Bobo by dancing, so I have a broom walking stick. And Shuri tries to do their best interpretation of Dirty Dancing on the stick, just spinning around it. Like, I hope this helps. Dancing is the solution, right?
I love it. Roll a cute roll. Oh man.
So how many do I get? Let's see. Just 2 or 3?
3 at least, yeah.
We got a 2. So it works.
All right. So yeah, you are inspired by the shaking of the booty, and so you plant this stick in the ground like Gandalf, being like, "You shall not pass." And then you just start shaking your booty around that as well. You're spinning around.
Just love it.
Your tail's like wrapped around it and stuff. Like you're doing the whole thing. So now I got two,
Go
two
ahead,
cats.
Suri.
Look at that.
Oh my
Aw.
Said dirty dancing.
Yep. Yeah. She was like, you
Yes,
rang.
indeed.
Aw.
Meow.
Oh, that's
Heard
right,
that
man.
meow. Aw. See, I'm looking over my
I
cats
guess
over
she
there.
with us for this. She said it's my time.
So I heard I was dancing. Okay, Carmel, what you doing?
I see this party starting and I love a good party. I love a good soiree. So I have a bunch of little trinkets to exchange and gift, and they're like the little sort of crunchy ball, sort of shiny trinkets that cats have. And I have a little bag of those. And so I start throwing it and just like joining the party. Like this is
Yes.
just so much fun for me. And I
Oh,
try to
man.
extend the attention that's being kept in the zone
Yes.
so that Pizzaroni can continue
All
on
right.
the journey to the
I
cr-
think Pizza
the
Race
true
look at all
crinkle.
that happening and being like, okay.
Like, do I throw my knives?
My knife here? No.
You could do the Britney Spears. You know, she was dancing with it.
Yes.
There you
oh my
go.
God.
There you go. Iconic. So, all right, roll a cute for that as well.
Okay, roll a cute. I've got 254. My cute is 2, so we're golden.
Got it. All right. Gosh, I was just thinking, it was like, I got to go find all of those. Those are probably underneath my oven, my fridge, all kinds of stuff.
They just disappear forever.
One time I had to move my oven, just like I had to shift it over, and I saw like how many of them were underneath there. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That's why you
those
gotta
the
buy them.
little like spring the spring
The springs,
toys,
yep,
like the
yep.
springs and the crinkle balls are just everywhere in our house.
Like I know I've bought dozens of all of those things, and yet can never find them. That reminds me, I had to move my couch as well, and I found so many of the little mice under there. Oh man. Okay, so you throw these into the air, they shine, the light's going off of it, and like the wolf is just so confused and dazzled, and it does the thing where it kind of like lifts up on its hind legs, like it's like doesn't know what's happening, and then it starts to kind of dance a little bit as
Yeah,
they
let's
sometimes do.
go.
And while that's happening, Pizzaroni, you've got a clear shot to head on over to the junk pile. You feel confident that whatever it saw before when it looked at you, it does not care about any time right now.
I can I I'm assuming I got my rope and grappling hook back from that bandit. Can I like try to like rope and grapple it to me?
Oh, all right. You want to pull a scorpion? Just like
Yeah,
over here
yeah, I
with
want to
the
get over here
crinkle?
at the shiny.
Okay. Yeah. We'll call that smart.
I love how many smart rolls I've been doing today. Great.
Ooh, a new pet.
Yeah,
All right,
new
all right.
pet.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 2, a 5, and a 5, so that was almost too good.
Almost. Almost. Oh
It's
man.
fine. Everything's fine. One dice was still bad.
All right. So you swing this thing around, you huck it out there, and you're able to get it to hook into the crinkle, and you pull. And yeah, it gets pulled all the way over to you. And when you do that, it also knocks over one of those huge piles of junk that it was resting on. Now, let's have Bobo, because you inspired this dance party, roll a d6 for me and just tell me what number you get.
4.
So you're jiggling your booty just like everybody else is, and this pile of garbage kind of got knocked over, and you see this little thing go scurrying out from underneath it, and it must have been dazzled by you as well, because it heads right in your direction. And what you see is this little salamander. He's like a little orange salamander, scurry on over to you, and then kind of like go up your side and into your fur, and then it clearly finds like a little spot where it's like happy, and it like nestles into you.
Oh my god.
It knows like, okay, this is a safe place to be amongst my trash that I love.
I love her.
And now you gotta think of a name for your lovely little salamander. So while you're doing that, the junk fell over. The wolf is kind of up dancing and having a good time, and you've got the shiny crinkle. You've got the dragonfly. So what do you do?
How big is it compared to me?
It's like about that big.
Okay, so I can like tuck it away.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely.
I do that.
Okay. And when you do, the crinkling sound that it makes, the wolf snaps out of it. It heard the crinkle and it stops and it looks over at you. And now it's like it's back in go mode. And so it charges.
Cool. Hate that.
Before you do anything, Shuri, you've been sitting here, or I guess you've been dancing on your pole, but you're the closest to Pizzaroni. Is there anything that you would like to do now that you see this happening?
Can I throw the tea set at him? I'm just gonna let it go.
Sure.
We're throwing the porcelain tea set, the whole thing.
Okay. There you go.
All right, I'm here for it.
You've been spinning, like winding this up the whole time, just ready to huck it out there. So yeah, I would say to me that sounds like a strong, because you're not really aiming it, you're just hucking it.
What we got first?
Got
5 and
advantage.
6. Let's throw the next two. 5 and 6. So did not get it.
Oh no! All right. So you go to throw the tea set at it, but because you're spinning, you got like a little bit dizzy, and so you throw it, and it just kind of goes flying right over the head of the wolf and kind of shatters on the ground behind the wolf. Sadly, okay, it's getting ever closer to Pizzaroni. Bobo, Carmel, y'all have anything that you want to do?
Save me.
Is what is the ground material?
It's like dirt, you know.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't have the spell book, so I don't know what page 39 is, but I do have a spell called Earthworks.
Okay.
Can I like make the ground tremble?
I could see you. Yeah, I could
And,
see
like,
that happening.
Make it difficult terrain so he can't beeline.
Yeah. So it's like
straight
trying to run, and then you're like trying to manipulate the ground beneath it,
Yeah.
make him kind of slip around or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm cool with that being a smart roll, and then take advantage because you've got that spell.
Oh boy. Oh sweet. Okay, thank goodness. I rolled a 1 with my smart of 2.
All right.
Everything else
Oh
was
my
higher,
gosh.
but I
Oh
rolled a
boy. Oh boy.
Love how bad we're
man.
rolling.
Love rolling the ones today.
Great.
Feels good.
So yeah.
so Bobo.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Bobo
Describe
will
it.
take his the big pot,
Okay.
the black cauldron, the big black cauldron is what it is titled in his backpack, and he's just gonna like flip it around and then slam it into the ground to kind of make this like earth tremor.
Okay. So yeah, the ground shakes, and the wolf, it does that thing where it's like, oh no, dog on a sheer surface, like is not, it has nothing to grip into with its claws, and so it's just kind of like flopping all over the place and kind of like slides over past Pizzaroni into the wall just past them. So now Pizzaroni, yeah, you've got an opportunity to get the
I'm
heck out of
running.
there. All right.
Come on.
Next roll gets advantage. Okay. So you make it back to the entryway. Pizzaroni, y'all all now are close to there. You could make your escape if you want to. Wolf's on the other side, kind of disoriented. So, you've got a chance maybe.
I say we run.
Yep. I'm all for it.
I'm with them.
We
Let's do it.
disarmed the traps so we could just get out.
Okay. So
it's clear.
yeah, y'all go running, and as you're going, you hear the wolf howl as you are leaving. And that howl is met by a bunch of smaller howls. You have this loud, deep, like, oh, and then you have like these little, like, happening. And you then hear the pitter-pattering of little paws as 3 little cubs come running down the path behind you, and they're now chasing you through these tunnels as you're heading back.
Oh,
Do we
not
have
cute.
treats for them? I just want to
Just
pet
can
them.
we grab a bone on our way out to
Yeah.
give to them?
Sure. Yeah, that sounds like a smart to me. If you want to grab that and huck one at them.
Okay. I got a 5, 5, and 6, and my smart is 5.
Oh, you do
my
an advantage.
goodness. Okay, one more. 1.
There you go.
Great.
Never been happier for one.
So you're running along and you go to grab this thing to throw it and you almost fumble it. You're like, oh, but you get it. And then you throw it behind you and you see it hit the ground and 2 of the pups grab onto it and they're tug of warring with it. But the third one jumps right over them and it's still focused. It's coming after y'all still. You continue along your way. You've now made it back. You're past the trap zone. You're in that first area where you saw the first fork. So you're getting closer to the exit. But there's this one wolf still following y'all. What do you do?
I have nice silk handkerchiefs.
Okay.
I have those
Where?
apparently. I was just in my backpack. I don't know. It's just there.
Are you just mentioning or you want to do something with them?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a note. But I think Pizzaroni will take them out and try and like chuck it just so it lands on the pup's eyes and like confuses it.
You saw what Carmel did earlier.
Yeah,
and you're
basically
like, I
the
can do
exact
that.
same thing.
Yeah. All right.
Just stealing Carmel's moves.
Let's go.
So yeah, go ahead and roll.
Smart, or
We'll do a smart on that one as well. Yeah.
okay, good. I'm like, please be smart.
Just clever cats.
Okay, that's 3 twos.
3? So you got a triple. Okay.
Mhm.
Wow.
My goodness. So incredible. So yeah, so you grab this whole set of scarves, you kind of get like exchange a glance with Carmel, a knowing glance, and you throw them and it's like there's something about like it clicked with you. It just, you knew how to do it. And so you do, and they spread out in like a perfect, like, it's like they filled the tunnel perfectly, just wrap themselves around this pup's head and it just kind of like falls to the ground, kind of wrestling with these things. And y'all are able to make your way through the rest of the tunnel back out into the wider area of the junkyard before you're finally past the junk, back out into areas with fields and trees. And you have survived the junkyard and you have gotten the crinkle. Well done.
I have it, but I'm not. I turned to Pizza already turns to us, and it's just like I'm not giving that back. I say we just keep it and not return, because he's rude. He's mean. This is fun.
Well, it's fun.
It's true.
We can
I
just
like your logic.
keep going.
Well, and who's to say there's not a bigger shiny somewhere else? So
That I still won't give to him, but I want.
He won't know if we just keep going.
We can find more.
We're still exiled. We could come back whenever we want and play.
Yeah.
Most importantly, we can play with this.
Yeah.
I support this.
All
Being
right.
outside longer? Yeah.
So with that, looking at the time, I think that's a great place for us to go ahead and say and end our session here. Bobo, have you thought of a name for your salamander child?
Yes, I have. Chat was very helpful, and we are going with Jelly Bean.
Jelly Bean.
Oh, that's cute.
Knife and Jelly Bean, the best of friends who have
So
joined us on
cute.
this journey. So y'all got the crinkle, you made it out, you have, succeeded as a group, and you've decided that your quest is to find the shiniest of things and to say, screw Walter, no one cares about Walter. He can stay inside those walls. Well done, everybody. That was wonderful.
Yay.
I enjoyed the
It
heck out of
was.
that.
So fun.
Yes. And for everybody out there in chat, so once again, we've been raising money for Doctors Without Borders. Do donate if you haven't already. And with that, y'all, let's everybody say once again who you are, where people can find you. And then I think Fawn wants to send us off to somebody else's place at some point here. So let's start. Jenny, let's go down the line. Tell everybody about you again.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. I'm Jenny, Kimchika Online. My pronouns are she, her. And yeah, you can find me on Twitch and YouTube. YouTube more actively right now, but I will be returning from a Twitch hiatus shortly. And I also am part of Wholesome Games, so I definitely want to shout out. We have a showcase on Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific. If you really like cozy, thoughtful, and joyful games, you can watch it.
Do that, everybody. All right. Gnome, I think you're up next.
Yeah, hello. Thank you so much for having me. This was such a blast. Just being kittens and literally being kittens. It was great. I loved it. But yeah, you can find me on Twitch, Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff at Nomedic. I post whatever content I feel like posting, and I'm hopefully going to get back into streaming, usually in the early mornings, doing some cozy streams with journaling things. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Awesome. Val?
Well, hi, that's me. I'm Val or Space Valkyries. You can pretty much find me everywhere at Space Valkyries. I've been doing my best to stream at least once or twice a week, so that's over at twitch.tv/Space Valkyries. You can also find me rambling on Blue Sky, and also I co-founded a queer speculative magazine called Other Side. So if you like gay fiction, please go support us. Our second issue just came out. You can find that info on my socials, like Blue Sky links and stuff like that. But yeah, please go support queer writing. Thank you.
Do it. All right, then Dave.
Hey everybody, yet again I am Data Dave. You can find me at twitch.tv/Data Dave, Data Dave on YouTube, Data Dave TV everywhere else. And yeah, catch me gaming, voice acting on Wednesday, not Wednesdays, Thursdays now, with fellow voice actors who just read webtoons live and co-read practice for us. And yeah, just catch me online. I'll always be on.
Very cool. And I'm Price, the Stumped. You can find us at Stump Gamers on Twitch, on YouTube, all those places. We stream like every day, I think. We post YouTube every day. So yeah, we're always online. Always. Okay. Fawn, do you want to come in here and say anything? Do you just want me to say goodbye and send people off places? What you think?
Hi everyone. I've been here the whole time, and some people will get that reference.
I had that locked and loaded. I had it locked and loaded for a thing where I was gonna have somebody named Sam, and then that was gonna happen. Well done. I'm glad you did it.
Thank you so much. We made it all the way to $1,805.69 very nice cents. We got the game to pets and so many advantages and disadvantages, which is so ding dang amazing. Thank you so much for that. We are actually going over to another person taking part in our fundraiser today. So you get to continue the fun. They are working with the Story Engine deck to make one-shots live with chat. So I don't know if you've ever written a one-shot, you want to do more writing or gaming. Now's your chance, because we're gonna go build something live with them. I'm gonna get us ready to go do that. But thank you all so much. Thank you to the players. Thank you to Price for GMing. Thank you everyone for being kittens. And yeah, let's go show some more love and also go raise some more money for Doctors Without Borders.
Hey.
Go do that, y'all. Continue
Thank you so much, everyone. And hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Jelly Bean and Knife say bye.